Yo, I'm Jake, and today we're going to work on holding our midline, drawing in towards our midline in all the poses. Come onto your mat and start in tabletop, hands and knees, wrists straight across your mat and under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Today tuck your toes under so that you engage your legs. As you inhale, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your navel. Twice more, big breath in, arch your back, and exhale, round. Okay, once more, inhale, and exhale, round. This inhale, find a neutral spine and pelvis. Step back for a plank. Wrists right under your shoulders, legs straight. Today, step your feet together. Squeeze your legs steady, like one big leg, and lower down for low plank. Keep your shoulders lifted, lower your hips. Point your feet, they could go inner hips width apart now to give your back some space for cobra. Exhale, down dog, tuck your toes. You can roll over the knees or the feet for a dog. Bend your knees enough to tip your pelvis up. Press your arms straight, lengthen your back. And inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Okay, feet straight, hips width apart, lift halfway up, legs straight, hands on your hips, shoulders back. Come up and stand. Okay, bring your feet together, knees together, bend your knees deeply, so deeply, touch the floor behind you, and sweep your arms overhead. Lift your chin, exhale, sit down, Utkatasana. Inhale, stamp your feet down, straighten your legs. Hold your right wrist with your left hand, lean to your left, hips to the right. Okay, front ribs back. Watch you don't arch your back and come back to center. Second side, hold your left wrist with your right hand, lean to your right, hips to the left. Okay, and bring it back to center, release, bow forward, and step your feet apart. Enough to give your back space to bow. Inhale, weight in your right foot, step your left foot way back for lunge. Hands on your right thigh, right knee over your ankle. Back foot's vertical, hands on that right thigh and tip your pelvis up. Straighten your back leg, then come up, torso up, arms up. So you're steady, you could slowly look up, just reroute through that right heel. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step forward, switch sides, left foot forward, right foot back for lunge, hands on your left thigh. Anchor through that left heel, power up your back leg. Okay, and then you always engage that back leg to hold steady to your center. Okay, reroute that left heel. You can lift your chest up, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, down dog. Okay, bring your feet together. Come forward for plank. Look at your right hand, turn it slightly right, so 1/4 inch to the right for side plank. Right hand, right side of foot, stack your feet, lift your hips. Swing your left arm by your ear, left palm down, chin up, look up. Exhale, swim your left hand down next to your right. For plank, turn your left hand slightly left. For side plank, left hand, left side of foot, stack your feet, lift your hips, top arm by your ear, look up as you're steady. Okay, lower your right hand down next to your left, straighten your hands out, legs together, feet together. Squeeze your legs steady for low plank. Lower your hips. Okay, feet apart, hips width for cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay, inhale, step your right foot forward for low lunge. Lower your back knee super gently. You're gonna wiggle your right foot to the right edge of your mat. And reach your right hand back for your left foot for a quad stretch. And lengthen both sides of your body long. Set your right shoulder back. Draw your heel towards your outer hip. Flick your left toes against your hand and tip your hip up to your heel. As if they were magnetic. And as your quad opens, you come onto your left forearm. So long as your weight stays centered on your back thigh. And there's no diminishment through the right side of your body. Okay, gently release. Wiggle your right foot to the left for half split. Get long enough, your left knee slightly behind your left hip. Your right toes point straight up even with your right knee, even with your right hip. Hands to either side of your right shin, to the floor or the blocks. Okay, if your leg is straight and you could reach, left hand over top of your right toes. You get a boost all the way at the back of your leg as you twist to the right and bow. Okay, hands to the mat. Step it back. Down dog. And second side, inhale, left foot forward. For low lunge, slide your left foot to the left edge of your mat. For a quad stretch, left hand back for your right foot. You do shift your weight more forward, so you're on the thigh rather than the crunchy kneecap. Okay, once you're in it, you do tip your hips up towards your heel as you draw your heel towards your hip. And option to come onto the right forearm as your quad opens. Okay, inhale, gently release. Slide your left foot to the right and straighten your left leg out for half split. You can point your left toe straight up. So the second toe of your left foot points straight up, even with the center of your left kneecap, even with the center of your left hip crest, to stretch all your hamstrings evenly. Okay, if the leg is straight and you could reach, right hand over top of your left foot to make sure there's no twist or turn in that left foot as you fold. Okay, hands to the floor, slide it back, down dog. Okay, feet together, come forward for a plank. Squeeze your legs steady like one big leg for low plank. Lower your hips, feet can go apart, point your feet for cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands, warrior two. Okay, lift your toes up off the floor, draw your front heel towards the back inner arch of your foot. Draw the back inner arch of your foot towards your front heel to fire up your legs. Okay, keep that strength and just stamp back down through your feet, down through your toes. For side angle, right forearm to your right thigh, left arm by your ear. Turn your chest open. So far as you could keep that alignment, you could touch for the full pose. Okay, hands to the floor. Step back for plank. Feet together. Look at your left hand. Turn it slightly left for side plank. Left hand, left side of foot. Stack your feet, lift your hips. Step two, bend your right knee. Place your right sole of foot. For tree, hold your center. Press your foot against the leg. Leg against your foot to lift your hips up, top arm by your ear. Look up as you're steady. Keep legs in tree for a plank. Straighten your hands out, legs in tree for a push-up. Down dog. Release the tree leg. Okay, second side, inhale, left foot forward, warrior two. Okay, lift your toes up off the floor. From the peripheral of the feet, draw to your center. Towards the core root of your pelvis. Keep that power in your legs. From your pelvis down, stamp back down through your toes and feet. For side angle, left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm by your ear. You touch down for the full pose. So far as you can keep your chest lifted. Okay, hands to the mat. Step back for plank. Feet together. Look at your right hand. Turn it slightly right. Side plank, Vashisthasana. If you're steady here, step two, bend your left knee, place your left foot. Even reach down and set the foot if you need. Lift your hips, how high? Even with your head. Top arm by your ear, palate back, look up. You keep your legs in this tree shape for a plank. Straighten your hands out, tree legs for a push up. Down dog, you release the tree leg. Okay, right knee forward for pigeon, right knee wide, all the way to the right edge of your mat. Square your hips, come onto your forearms. Let your hips sit back and heavy towards the floor. Okay, reach your right hand for your left foot. For a thigh stretch. Get taller if you need to reach your foot. You can hop up onto that left hand. Once you've got the foot, option to come on back to the forearm to go deeper into the quad stretch. Okay, gently release, step it back. Switch sides, left knee wide for pigeon. Left knee to the left edge of your mat. Square your hips. Come onto your forearms. Allow your hips to set heavy down and back. Okay, reach your left hand back for your right foot. Twisted thigh stretch. Draw your right heel towards your right outer hip. Engage your back foot. And gently release. Step back for down dog. Bend your knees, step or walk to the top of your mat. Lift halfway up, hands on your hips, shoulders back as you stand. You're going to shift weight into your left foot. Bend your right knee. Hold your right shin with your right hand. Flex your foot. Lift your knee up. And swing your right knee to the right. Left arm out to the left. Okay, if you're steady here, you could unwind, reach with your right hand to the inside of your right knee. Either hold your big toe or the outer edge of your foot. It'll be a little bit deeper. You get more to grip. Thumb between your fourth and fifth toe. Bend your right knee, angle it forward like a high lunge or an upright lunge. And you swing your right leg to the right. You just with a bent knee. And you slowly work your leg towards straight. And eventually look out through your left fingertips. Okay, and step it down. Okay, second side. Weight in the right foot, bend your left knee. Hold the knee, flex your foot. Go here with the bent knee. Reach for the big toe or outer edge of the foot. Thumb between your fourth and fifth toe. Bend the knee, angle it forward like a standing upright lunge. And then you do this with a bent knee, swing it out to the side, and then straighten it out. Right. Step down. Okay. Nice work. Lower down all the way to your mat. Bend your knees, place your feet for bridge. Ankles underneath the knees, feet hips width apart. Root your feet down and lift your hips up. Lift your low back up. And clasp your hands underneath you or arms alongside you. Whichever gives you more leverage to lift your chest, lift your hips. And lower down, unclasp. Hands against the root of your thighs, neck neutral. Okay, arms out like cactus arms, palms face up. Feet as wide as your mat. Let both knees windshield wiper right. Rest your right foot across your left thigh. And look left. Root your left shoulder down. Okay, and second side, both knees windshield wiper left. Rest your left foot across your right thigh. Look right, root your right shoulder down. Back to center for happy baby. Bend your knees, hold your shins. You can either hold it still or rock and roll, whichever feels better on your back. And rock it up. To sit, right leg out, left knee in. For Janu Shirsasana, reach your left hand for your right foot or leg, wherever you could reach. Just keep that right leg rooted. Left hand to the outside of your left shin on the floor. Tip your weight in your left hip. Twist right and bow. Okay, come back to center. Second side, left leg out, right knee in. Twist over the left leg. Reach your right hand for your left foot or shin or leg, whatever you could reach. Left hand to the outside of your left shin on the floor. Tip weight into your right hip. Twist left and bow. And come on up. Swing both legs out wide. Toes point up, knees point up. Tip your pelvis up as far as you could keep that alignment. You bow down the middle. You go to come forward if your low back tucks under, if your knees lift. Stay upright and root your legs down. Right. It's an energetic one, hugging the midline. So important to keep your practice safe. Hope you've enjoyed. My name's Jake. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.